this is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
They go play action with Montana. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. 18 rattle.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Montana under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
Ready.
They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Cunningham looking to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
While sometimes it doesn't appear like much, the out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, he can turn into a big play. The reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
No! Bronco switch! Bronco switch! Go!
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Cunningham. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now Jason Elam for the field goal try. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. Elam's kick is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
After the made field goal, Elam back out to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little bit, didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Here we go.
Now Montana. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Shotgun. Here's Montana. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Let's go.
Cunningham to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Drop 50, drop 50. Drag.
Now Cunningham. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Here we go.
Now it's the former Texas Longhorn, Jamal Charles with a carry. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They will look to throw. Montana. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Andre Johnson, 31 yards. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Pass midfield, look out. And what a return. He's all the way down to the 30.
But whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got his man, Gates. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Cunningham from the gun. Touchdown, Eagles. Deshaun Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And the lead is now 10 to 7. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Cunningham. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Let's go now. 19 Lions. Cougar 19.
Cunningham looking deep for Julio. And it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And he's got Jamal Charles. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to link the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
A first down carry here for Charles. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Let's go.
And they'll toss it wide side. Jamal Charles. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Down right around the 25. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Operating out of the gun, here's Montana. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go with Charles. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Montana. And this pass caught by Gray. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
They run it. It's Charles. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jamal Charles, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have taken a 4th quarter lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Room to run at the 50. And finally stopped, but what a return all the way down to the 40.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Dillon on the inside give. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Here's 2nd down. Again, it's Dillon.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
The Arrowhead crowd in full roar. Here's 3rd down. Back to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
79 Broncos.
He's back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Chiefs have just about